Just this past week, I was blessed with the grand opportunity to attend the Wyoming FFA Leadership Camp. When I learned that I was coming to a camp, I didn't quite know what to expect. Nonetheless, I was super excited, and it was much different and much more than anything I could have ever expected. Every single one of the meals were home cooked right there in the camp kitchen. There were about 90 students there, so I got a grand opportunity to get to know every single one of them by name, and at the end of the camp, I would say that we all knew each other by name. It was a very non-typical camp. We didn't just spend time outside, spending time in recreation, but instead we walked away with a purpose. The theme of this camp was "The Legacy Lives," and students focused on their legacy throughout the week. You see, each and every day we would split up into different groups, and in these groups we would focus on different leadership skills, different styles of leadership, and different ways that we can become leaders. For example, during one of the groups, we focused on public speaking. We drew random topics and had to talk on that topic for 3 minutes. We also focused on different interview skills as well. These interview skills became a competition, and at the end of the day, those that won the interview got to be the camp officers. These camp officers got a grand opportunity to be the camp officers and lead the camp through the week. In fact, last night we had a banquet, and at that banquet it was run by the camp officers. A very neat opportunity for them, and something that other campers can work toward. They also did some flag raisings and some other things throughout the week that was very non-typical of other campers at the camp. It was an awesome experience for everyone who was able to attend, and my favorite part was something called core groups. This is something that I don't get a chance to do very often. Sometimes conversations are surface level, but these conversations were more in depth. My core group consisted of 8 people, as far as campers go, and 3 people as far as the counselors go. Our group of 11 became extremely close and much like a family by the end of the week. You see, when we went into these core groups, we didn't focus on leadership. We didn't focus on surface level things. Instead, we got to the core of issues. We got to the core of our lives. We explained some of the things that we're struggling with, some of the things that we're going through, and offered advice to one another. As we left the camp this morning, I know that we're leaving with a different sense of purpose, what kind of legacy we want to leave behind. As the theme suggests, the legacy lives. All of us are leaving with a better sense of what we want our legacy to be. As we continue to focus on our legacy within these core groups, within our workshops, and everything that we did at the camp, we wrote a legacy platform, something that we want our legacy to focus on. Last night as we gathered around the campfire, I and some of the counselors were blessed to share our legacy, some of the things that we want our life to be remembered by. When people think about us years and years from now, what are they going to think? What kind of legacy do we leave behind? So many people out there don't know what type of things they want to leave behind, don't know the types of legacies that they're living right now. I encourage each and every one of you to think about that legacy that you're leaving behind. When it comes down to the core of issues, to the core of who you are, some of the things that you're going through right now and the impact that you're making on others, what's your legacy? If today was your last day, as cliche as it may sound, what would be your legacy? What would you be remembered for? Hope everybody's doing well out there. Take care of yourself.